I had some great mentors. And they said, McKinley, that's my middle name, look, we know you want to fly fighters, but if you want to be able to read, write, and fly fighters, you have to go to the Air Force, not the Navy. Strap in, there's gonna be a lot of that, strap in. At heart, I'm just a kid from Dallas, Texas, and I've had this dream since I was 6 years old. Very few people thought I could pull it off, but I took things one step at a time as I went through the United States Air Force Academy, ran Division I track, played baseball, learned Chinese and Arabic, graduated, then flew the F-22 Raptor. Every day I woke up as a fighter pilot, I dealt with a new world that I had to adapt to and find a way to accelerate my own performance and the performance of everyone around me. The excitement is in the process. And so flawless execution is not just a motto, it's a model, and it's simple for a purpose. Because simplicity beats complexity. It has to be rapid, it has to be scalable, it has to be repeatable. That's the mission objective, which brings us to the first axiom of fighter aviation. If you lose sight, you lose fight. If you lose sight of the mission objective, you lose the fight to accomplish the mission objective.
My job as a flight lead and as a mission commander was not only to tell the jets where they need to go, but listen to the people in the cockpit.
Because to be a leader grounded in empathy means that you are taking feedback from those closest to the problems because they are best suited to craft the best solutions.
Why did you do this with the aircraft? What were you seeing? What was your plan?
These are the questions I'm asking. I'm taking time and I'm giving the student an opportunity to transport me into his mind and tell me what life is like for him in that moment.
What I discovered was he thought he was seeing the right things. He thought he had the right plan. He thought he was executing correctly. He thought these things because he had a terrible brief. And in that brief, I didn't make sure that the person sitting across from me understood what I was trying to teach him.
In that moment, I had to accept feedback for failure as a leader, for lacking empathy in the moment to take care of the individual. If I can't get a kid to fly an airplane right, what does that say about me as an instructor? If I allow injustice and disenfranchisement to occur in my community, what does that say about me as a citizen of that community? Originally, when I was asked to speak about this to the general officer you'll see in the video, I said, absolutely not. Why would I risk my own career to be in public on national TV and talk about these issues when I know what happens to perceived whistleblowers? I decided to speak up and hold my service accountable because my brothers and sisters needed me to. My brothers and sisters needed me to speak accountability to my service. They needed me to be responsible, and they needed me to be there for them.
CBS News correspondent David Martin on race in the ranks.
Walker sat down with us to share his story.
How can I take everything I've experienced here to include these interviews in this moment in time and channel it, this energy, toward affecting change? If I'm going to do anything with the rest of my life, I think it's going to be that. It has to be that. And with that, I want to leave you with one last thought, is that for every me, there's 100 or 1,000 more who won't be up here. Not because they are incapable, not as intelligent, not as talented, but because they lacked access to the principles I just spoke with you about. Because if we were to give these things to these young people, then we allow them the circumstances to ignite within themselves whatever fire might be shut up within their bones. And once it combusts, we can sustain it. And they can help light the way toward peace and unity.